Greetings, salutations. This is Prestige with another COK-RantTalk. Okay, this one I didn't have really. I don't really get intentional or focus when it comes to topics like this because it's not really something I get involved with or speak about because it's a part of life, and what I'm talking about as part of life is death. But the only reason I decided to do a rant on this one is because it happened in my hometown. So, apparently, Lanaya Cardwell, age 24, and her partner, Philip Gardner, who is age 30, have both been booked for second-degree murder of their 2-year-old daughter. All right, and the reason I decided to go involved with this is because, let me get the backstory of everything. So apparently, Cardwell, who was the mother of the 2-year-old, she got angered by the fact that her 2-year-old started fidgeting with her eye contacts, and Cardwell proceeded to emphasis on the report, close-fisted punch her in her abdomen and proceeded to physically abuse her. And what happened was the child basically got hurt, and became, for the rest of the day, became unresponsive. So her partner, Gardner, he is a self-proclaimed stepfather, and he also has his own 2 children that live with her, and because Gardner, she has the 2-year-old who goes by the name of Nevea, and an 11-month-old. So they basically went, and the Gardner basically dropped off the mother and the mother off at work and the 2 other kids at school. And it would seem to go that the mother, that she basically noticed that the little girl became unresponsive after the whole beating that she took from her mother earlier that morning. So what I assume is he basically called the mother, told her what happened. She became unresponsive, and the mother basically told her to dump the body. Yeah. So what he does, he drives all the way to Pearlington, Mississippi, digs a hole, rips off her clothes, puts her in a suitcase. Well, he put her in a suitcase, then he dumped the suitcase, buried her, and then left her back there, and then made a 911 missing file report. So yeah. And then the unthinkable thing is the mother basically acts as if the daughter just up and goes missing. Like she literally had the whole BRPD looking for a child that she already knew that was already missing. So, and the even more is, so yeah, that's that basically. So she and the husband the boyfriend have been put on second-degree murder. Her for assault and him for being an accomplice to murder. So with that being said, my whole point with this video is there has been a very strange increase in proliferation with women assaulting their children. I don't know what it is. It's been like this with the last, I would say maybe month. This is like the last latest day in September currently. And a few weeks ago, some woman, she literally shot her 12-year-old son all over on a SIM card or SD card from a phone, something that's replaceable. I don't understand why this happened. There was absolute negligence embedded in this whole situation. This situation was abhorrent, atrocious, and above all despicable. This should not have gone this way. These people were not even acting like actual adults. They were acting like children. There is no way that this man and this woman should not have let this go on the way they did with this child. And even more so, the even more messed up part about this is that the Cardwell, she tried to throw Gardner under the bus by saying he was the one that took her because he was the last one she was with. So she tried to throw blame on him, man. And honestly, he when he got arrested, he sung like a caged bird, and I don't honestly blame him for it. I'm not gonna take no charge for no woman. And according to the police interrogation, the reason he decided not to call the police was because out of fear of the mother being put arrest. Because I forgot to tell you, she's 8 months pregnant with his child. So my whole point about this whole video is that when it Pookie always, for some strange reason, you need to watch out for Simp Pookies like this guy. All right, these dudes will basically. I'm pretty sure if he was dropping her off at work and them at work, I'm pretty sure he had no source of unemployment, because from the area in which they said they live in, I know that area very well, because it's all in the dilapidated area. This basically the ghetto hood. That's basically where it was. Not saying that everybody who's in the hood, the ghetto, is just somebody waiting to kill their kids. No, but their whole demeanor about this was put wrongly. Like this honestly was a form of animalism, if you want to think about it. You know, this man, the Nevia, the child, the 2-year-old, she didn't even belong to Gardner. So he basically killed the child that belonged to another guy. And you already know what male lions do to the rival lions cubs. They kill them. So yeah, this was a form of animalism in a form. But this is what happens when you have men like this moving around through the black community. And they prey on the weakness of women, but they also have little to no sympathy, and they basically are men who obviously have no get up and go about themselves. They can't think for themselves, because if he actually thought for himself, he would have called the goddamn police and told them what the hell happened, instead of being a damn little coward and taking her out and killing her. Because according to the autopsy, she died from suffocation while in that suitcase on the way to Mississippi. So, and going on to the mother, I hope she rots in the 7th levels of hell for this shit. I can't quantify why. The thing about, it was also read in the report that Gardner actually heard the mother beating the child. So this was obviously very common. He saw this shit, and it was very normal for her to do it. This was atrocious. This should not have happened. And I don't understand why didn't she just call the police? It boggles the mind a little bit. This whole situation is just, oh man, and it was I'll put the link to her page, her Facebook page, in the description, and to all the posts, because the way she personified herself as this helpless mother who couldn't find her own child, and then out of the blue we just find out 2 days later she helped kill her. Who does that? A monster. That's who does shit like this. There are a lot of women out here who really have bad issues with. I don't know. I'm not a mother. I'm not a parent. I don't know what a lot of mothers go through when it comes to stuff like this, but there are limits to what you should know when there is discipline and abuse, and this was dragged on too far. These are the kind of degenerates and infidels who perpetuate through the black community that in my opinion, the black folks do not hold accountable. They are part of the bottom, very, very low value people, just trying to quote unquote make it. And the thing about it is, you can only do as much as you can by either staying away from people like this or don't let them get in your specific area or space. But they seep through the cracks every day. The only thing I can say is I'm truly sorry that little girl had to die like that, and that Pookie's and Ray Ray's, like this Gardner guy who is 30 years old, who knew the difference between right and wrong, and this 24-year-old woman having this man who I don't really know what they obviously were boyfriend and girlfriend, but having a man and then having a child by this man, and then having the audacity to have him help you kill your own flesh child. That's deplorable. I hope they lock him under the damn jail, because this shit was fucked up. Real shit. My whole message for this video is be careful who you deal with. Be careful who you get in a relationship with, and make sure that the person that you are with is for you, for not only just for your betterment, but also the people around you. Because one day you can be happy, joyful with your family, and then next thing you know, you could be behind bars for something that was a horrible incident like this. That's all I got to say about this situation, because this pissed a lot of people off in my hometown. But shout out to BR, man. Prestige. This is Prestige. Peace out.